Yo, what is up, sports fans? Welcome back to the Roger Report, where we break down the biggest stories in the game. We've got a rapid-fire montage of all the action heating up right now. The WNBA playoffs are here, and the New York Liberty are aiming for a repeat, but the Minnesota Lynx are hungry for redemption after last season's heartbreak. And what about the Indiana Fever? They're in the postseason, but a major star is sidelined. Plus, we're diving deep into the record-breaking viewership numbers for the WNBA regular season, showing just how much this league is exploding. And finally, we're revealing the full Indiana Fever playoff schedule and who they'll be up against in their first-round matchup. You do not want to miss this. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. The WNBA playoffs are here and the stakes couldn't be higher. The New York Liberty are eyeing a historic repeat as champions, but they face a tough road as the number 5 seed, opening on the road against Phoenix. After a strong start, injuries tested their depth, meaning they'll have to win crucial games away from home to defend their title. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Lynx, fueled by an MVP-caliber season from Nafisa Collier, are the number 1 seed and laser-focused on securing their first championship since 2017, kicking off their campaign against the expansion Golden State Valkyries. But looming as a potential roadblock are the dynastic Las Vegas Aces, who are riding an incredible 16-game winning streak into the postseason, a feat that has historically preceded championships. Adding to the drama, the Indiana Fever have made the playoffs for the first time in a decade, finishing above .500 for the first time since 2015. However, they'll be without their superstar Caitlin Clark, who has been sidelined for 2 months with a groin injury and will miss the entire postseason. The Fever are battling their own injury woes, having lost 5 players to season-ending injuries, and will need to overcome significant adversity to advance. Fans are buzzing about the revamped playoff format, with best-of-7 finals and altered early-round series. The league is seeing unprecedented attention, with storylines like the emergence of the Golden State Valkyries as the first expansion team to make the playoffs, and the incredible individual seasons from players like Alyssa Thomas, who set a new single-season assist record. This playoff picture is absolutely electric, and we're breaking down every angle. But before we dive deeper into the championship contenders, get ready for a look at just how massive the WNBA's viewership boom has been this season, even with key players sidelined. The WNBA is absolutely crushing it in the viewership department, and ESPN's latest data confirms it's been their most-watched regular season ever. Even with Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark sidelined for the latter part of the season due to a groin injury, the league's popularity has soared, averaging a massive 1.3 million viewers across ESPN networks for over 25 regular season games. That's a significant 6% jump from last year's record-breaking season. This surge isn't just across the board, it's resonating with both male and female demographics. ESPN reported a 2% increase in male viewership and a remarkable 13% jump in female viewership compared to 2024. 8 of the top 10 most-watched WNBA games this season aired on ESPN networks, including the all-time record holder. 2.7 million viewers for the Chicago Sky versus the Indiana Fever on May 17th, a game that also featured Angel Reese. Even the league's studio show, WNBA Countdown, saw a 7% boost in viewership, averaging 549,000 viewers per episode. The top media markets for ESPN's WNBA coverage highlight the league's growing national appeal, with Indianapolis, Louisville, and Minneapolis-St. Paul leading the pack. This explosion in viewership is being reported with greater accuracy thanks to new data methodologies, painting a clear picture of the WNBA's undeniable momentum as it heads into a highly anticipated postseason. These numbers are absolutely staggering, proving the WNBA's mainstream appeal is here to stay. But how does this translate to the court? Let's break down the Indiana Fever's specific path through the playoffs and who they'll face in their opening round battle. The WNBA playoffs are officially underway, and the storylines are already captivating. The New York Liberty are aiming to etch their names in history by becoming just the fourth team to win back-to-back championships, but their journey begins as the number 5 seed, facing a challenging road trip against Phoenix. Despite a stellar 9-0 start, injuries have forced the Liberty to navigate a tougher path, requiring them to secure critical road wins to hoist the trophy again. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Lynx, led by the phenomenal Nafisa Collier, a strong MVP candidate, enter the postseason as the number 1 seed. Their mission is clear: capture the franchise's first title since 2017. They'll face the surprising expansion team, the Golden State Valkyries, in the first round. Standing as a formidable hurdle in Minnesota's championship aspirations are the Las Vegas Aces, the last team to achieve back-to-back titles. The Aces are the hottest team in the league, boasting an incredible 16-game winning streak, a streak that has historically been a harbinger of championship success. Adding a layer of intrigue, the Indiana Fever have secured a playoff spot for the first time in a decade, exceeding .500 for the first time since 2015. However, their playoff hopes are significantly impacted by the absence of star guard Caitlin Clark, who has been sidelined for 2 months with a groin injury and will miss the postseason entirely. The Fever are also grappling with multiple season-ending injuries to key players, making their quest for a first-round win a true test of resilience. Fans are also noting the league's rule changes, including a best-of-7 WNBA finals and altered playoff series formats, alongside the remarkable season of Alyssa Thomas, who reclaimed the single-season assist record from Clark. The Golden State Valkyries' immediate success as an expansion team, spearheaded by Veronica Burton, is also a major talking point. With so many compelling narratives and championship contenders, the WNBA playoffs promise edge-of-your-seat action. But before we get too deep into the matchups, let's pinpoint exactly who the Indiana Fever will be battling in their crucial first-round series. The Indiana Fever have officially locked in their 2025 WNBA playoff seeding, securing the number 6 spot thanks to a crucial victory by the Minnesota Lynx over the Golden State Valkyries. This late-season result means the Fever will open their best-of-3 first-round series against the formidable number 3 seed Atlanta Dream. This matchup is a familiar one for the Fever, who split their regular season series against the Dream with a 2-2 record. Despite being sidelined for the entire postseason due to her ongoing groin injury, Caitlin Clark did face the Atlanta Dream 3 times during her limited 13-game regular season appearances. In those matchups, Clark averaged a solid 16.7 points per game, even dropping a season-high 27 points against them back on May 20th. The Fever will undoubtedly need to rally together and find a way to win without their star player, as they aim to advance past the first round for the first time in a decade. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Aces clinched the number 2 seed after defeating the Los Angeles Sparks, setting up what promises to be an intense playoff bracket. The league's playoff format has seen adjustments this year, with the first round now a best-of-3 series and the WNBA Finals expanded to a best-of-7 format. So, the stage is set for the Indiana Fever's playoff debut. But before we get too caught up in the postseason drama, let's quickly recap all the major headlines we've covered today. All right, that's a wrap on today's biggest sports stories. We've seen the New York Liberty aiming for a repeat in the WNBA playoffs, while the Minnesota Lynx are on a redemption tour. The Indiana Fever are in the postseason, but facing challenges with Caitlin Clark sidelined. We also highlighted the record-breaking viewership numbers for the WNBA regular season, showing massive growth across the board. And finally, we broke down the Indiana Fever's playoff schedule and their first-round opponent. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your sports news, ring that notification bell, leave a comment with your predictions, and follow us on all our socials. We'll see you next time.